Hi friends, welcome to 1 Minute Math, and today we're talking about domain. The domain of a function means the possible x values that I can put in for that function. This would be an Algebra 2 or maybe a Pre-Calc topic, or if you're in a really advanced Algebra 1 class, it might be an Algebra 1 topic. So what do we mean by that? Well, most functions, the vast majority of functions, no matter what I have over here, if we're talking about an algebraic function, it doesn't matter what number I put in there for x. I could put a positive, a negative, fraction, irrational number, anything. I could have like negative 3.5 here, and I would be able to compute a value for this. Every time I replace an x with a value, I would be able to compute a value, and that means that negative 3.5 is in the domain of f of x. So when we're asked to find the domain of functions, by and large, the answer is going to be all real numbers, which your teacher might ask you to write out like that. You might write a big R with the bold thing on the side, or maybe your teacher asks you to write something like negative infinity to infinity. All of those things count as being all real numbers, and the vast majority of functions have a domain of all real numbers. However, there are exactly two functions we got to watch out for, and that's 1 over x and square root x. I'm going to call them rational and radical. Rational functions, 1 over x, we just can't divide by 0. So in this case, my domain is that x cannot equal 0, all real numbers but 0. Now, if I put something else there, let's say I got to come up with another name. I already used f and g. How about h of x? Let's say I have something underneath here. I'm going to put some gross stuff on the top, something on the bottom. I'm going to put a plus out here. Okay. The key here is that whatever is underneath a fraction bar cannot equal 0. And so in this case, I'm going to say x can't equal 7. That would be my domain. Okay, regardless of anything else in that function, the denominator cannot equal 0. A very similar thing happens over here in square root land. I cannot take the square root of a number that is negative, not in real numbers, so I'm going to say x has to be greater than or equal to 0. All real numbers greater than or equal to 0, and again, in a very similar way, if I have another function, which I'm going to call k, put a number out front, a number in here, a number on the end, okay? What matters is that the thing that's on the inside here, this stuff, this x plus 3, has to be greater than or equal to 0. So in this case, I'm going to say x is greater than or equal to negative 3. Square roots, 1 over x, those are the only functions we care about when it comes to limiting the domain of functions, and we're talking about algebraic functions. Hope you found this helpful. If you want more of a thorough explanation with some more examples, please check out that link in the comments. Thanks for watching.